Hey, this is James Pelton. I hope you had a good weekend. I just want to kind of talk to you about what I have in store this week in the crypto world. First off, just an update from the weekend. The first thing is you might have noticed I took two of my videos down. The first video I took down was about Hyperfund. The reason is I got someone from Hyperfund got in touch with me to tell me that my video was not compliant. Apparently, I'm not allowed to show the members side. So Hyperfund is still one of my top projects and I think it's a really good, really solid project. So I'll make another video. I have to read through their website's all in Chinese, and not figuratively, but literally. And so I have to kind of figure out what's allowed and what's not allowed. So I will be putting a new Hyperfund video up, and I'll put the link to Hyperfund. I still recommend that as a good project. Also, I took down my BUSD miner video. If you saw yesterday, that website, when you go to it, is no more. So that was what they call a rug pull, where fortunately I only had $400 into that one and I had that as a risk rating of 1 out of 10 because it didn't seem too legitimate to me. There are a lot of other of these types of miners. BUSD miner.finance has been around for longer. It's been around for about 6 months, I think. So there's a few of these that some of them might be legitimate, some of them might not be. But I decided it's too much of a hassle to weed through what's in there and what's not. So I'm going to be done with that for the time being. The other thing is my Planet Finance. I'm going to leave that video up because there still is a lot of investment opportunities at Planet Finance. They are migrating away from the Kucoin. So a lot of their things that I was involved in are in the finished now. So I was doing the Aqua BNB. This one here, I was doing this liquidity pool, but they're kind of migrating away from that into new things. The Gamma coin is kind of their new thing that they're focusing on. So I'm just going to sit out of Planet Finance. I'll probably come back at another point, but I'm just going to sit out for a little bit until the dust settles, until they figure out what exactly they're going to do. Aqua's always been their go-to coin, and they started doing their earnings in Gamma. So I'm just going to chill out on them for a little bit and let them figure out what they're going to do before getting involved. You see, they still have over 1,000 APYs, but they still have some other things to get involved with, so I might do that in the future. But for now, I just took my money out. I think I ended up losing maybe about 10% just because the price of Aqua and the price of BNB both went down. But today what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the safest place to put your crypto money. Just with these different experiences I had over the weekend, I've talked about some, riskier projects, but today I want to talk about the safest place to put your crypto assets, your money. And the reality is that the safer something is, the lower return it is in general. And when you're in a bull market, this is true not just in crypto, but in traditional markets as well. When you're in a bull market, pretty much everything is making a lot of money, right? Everything is zooming forward. The stock market's zooming forward in a bull market. So in a bull market, you don't want to put your assets in really safe places because you don't get that good of return. So like when the stock market's booming, not a lot of people put money in bonds, right? Because if it's a bull market, you can get really good returns in the market. Well, why do something safe that gets you lower returns? So the same is true in crypto. We're in a bull market right now. So like, again, these strong nodes and Ohm has been just blowing up here over the weekend. And so you're getting super good returns on Ohm, which through the rest of this week, I'm going to do some videos on these DAOs, like Ohm and Time and Clima, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow. So during these bull markets, you want to be going for these 30% return monthly. But these bull markets aren't going to last forever. Most people predict that we're going to go into a bear market at the beginning of 2022. I don't think we are at that time, at least, because usually if everybody's saying something, it doesn't happen. The other reason is people look at the trajectory of what Bitcoin has done traditionally. Let me just show you what Bitcoin's done traditionally. So in 17 here, we were in a bull market, right? Bitcoin was going way up and then it crashed. And then it's kind of happened again at the beginning of 2021, and people are expecting that to happen again. I think this is different than back in 2017 when it crashed, because uh, I'm the case study for this, because I'm actually not a crypto guy. Back in 2013, people started asking me about crypto, Bitcoin in particular, and I said, I think it's a fad. I don't think it's going to last. 2017, I still was not into it. And when I saw it drop from, 20K down to 8K, I was like, see, it's not something that's going to last. I'm actually pretty risk adverse myself. Like I made some money selling my business and I don't want to lose that money. So I've been very skeptical of crypto, but we're to the point now with, pretty much almost a $3 trillion market cap in crypto, where me just as an investor is going after crypto, not because I'm a tech guy, not because I'm speculative, but it's a good market to get into as an investor. So that's why I don't think we're going to have the same type of bear markets. During these bear markets, their fear is, oh, Bitcoin's going to go away, right? But that's not a fear anybody has right now. Like, there's no one who thinks that Bitcoin's going to go down to zero and that it's going to be worthless. We have countries now accepting it as legal tender. So the reality is, while you're in a bull market, you want to go for these high returns, but you want to start being able to have a safe place to put your money in case of a bear market. So the safest place I believe you can put your money is buying Bitcoin directly and just holding Bitcoin. That's probably honestly the safest place, is just holding it like an asset and just holding on to it. So what I'm kind of doing is, as I get these big returns and I pocket some of the money. So if I'm pocketing 10K from my strong nodes, I'm reinvesting 10K to buy more nodes, but I'm taking 10K out and I'm probably going to buy Bitcoin with it just to hold that as a safer asset, kind of like a savings account. But the other place, other than holding Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, I'm a little less bullish on Ethereum just because of the high gas fees. They've really let in these other for a while. Like 2 months ago, the Ethereum network was what everybody was talking about. But now gas fees are so high and they haven't fixed it yet. They're planning to with Ethereum 2.0, but they've let in all these other networks, the Binance network and Avalanche and Phantom, and so they may have lost their hold a little bit. So I'm not as bullish on Ethereum. I think they'll probably figure it out, but buying Bitcoin. But the absolute safest place that I think you can put your money, buying Bitcoin directly, but also in stable coins. So I've talked a little bit about stable coins, but stable coins are coins that don't lose their value. So like Tether is the kind of the main stable coin that we've used a lot in a lot of our projects, and it looks like, oh, it's going crazy, it's going up and down, but it fluctuates between a dollar. I don't think it's even gotten up to $1.01, and it goes down to 99.996. Okay, so that's what it's always done. Okay, it's never, the lowest it's ever gotten was like 92 cents. Okay, during the crash of 2017. And the highest it's ever gotten is $1.07. Okay, so that's the extent of its fluctuation. So these stable coins like Tether are going to be very safe places to put your money. And the one that I'm really big into right now is the Anchor protocol. So there's a company called Terra, and they have a stable coin called TerraUSD. And again, this drop looks terrible, but it's 85 cents that it went down to. For just a little bit. But it's a stable coin, this UST, and they have a savings account that you can put your UST. So it's a stable coin, which is a pretty safe thing, and you can put it into this savings account and you get 19.55% annually. Okay, so again, that 19.55% annually, that works out to 1.67% monthly. So that's not going to be, during this bull market, you're not going to get the returns like you're getting in your strong nodes or Ohm or Hyperfund or any of these types of things. But in a bear market, I think we'll still see that 19.55%. So that's a pretty good return. So my plan with all my excess that I make from these riskier projects, I'm going to pull it out, buy Bitcoin, and stick it into my Anchor savings account. I think that's probably going to be my plan going forward. So The Anchor savings account is a little bit harder to get into. You have to go through a couple of hoops to purchase it and to get it into your account. So let me just show you how to do that real quick. We're going to use Kucoin in order to buy our UST. So the first thing you do is you go to Binance, as we've done for almost all our other projects, and we're going to buy Tether, which again has been one of our most common buys. So decide how much you want to put into this savings account. USDT. So Tether, and let's say you wanted to buy 10,000, okay? So you buy 10,000, you purchase that, confirm it on Binance, wait for it to hit your wallet. Then after it hits your wallet, you want to send it over to Kucoin, okay? You can use Kucoin to purchase, but I think the fees are lower on Binance and they have better limits, and I'm already set up on Binance. So if you don't, you can purchase the Tether straight on Kucoin. So if you want to skip that step, you absolutely could. But I just prefer, I also like that my bank account is only hooked up to Binance. So I can just go in and out of Binance and I can see exactly how much money I've put in and how much I've put out. Also on Kucoin, you have to do these goofy puzzles that I have a really hard time with. But once you get to Kucoin, so you've purchased your USDT, then you want to send it to Kucoin. So you just go to your Binance wallet, and I have a little bit of Tether in there, but you're going to withdraw. You're going to wait for Kucoin to pop up here. Then you're going to go to deposit in your Kucoin account. And if you're already familiar with this, you can skip ahead just a minute, but you're going to deposit USDT and you're going to get your wallet address here. And this is like just a one-time wallet address. And you want to send it, ERC20 is fine to send it. So on here, you paste that Kucoin address in ERC20, withdraw all your Tether, preview with the withdrawal. Then they'll send, you verify that the address was right, but if you copy and pasted it, you should be good. Then they'll send you a text to verify it, and then they'll send you an email that you click a button in to verify it. Wait about 5 minutes, and then it'll show up in your Kucoin account. And then what you can do once it's in your Kucoin account, again, you're trying to transfer USDT, which is Tether, to UST, which is Terra, the TerraUSD, which is the Terra stablecoin that you're going to use in Anchor. So you can just click it in CoinMarketCap, this USDT to UST, and it takes you to the page right away where you're trading USDT for UST. And what you want to do is you want to go to markets. So you can do a limit order, which means you want a certain price, but unless you care a lot about the price, which on a stable coin you probably don't, but you just go to the best market price, and you're actually going to sell USDT. So again, I don't have any actually in my Kucoin account, but you want to sell USDT to buy UST. Okay, so just click sell USDT, and then it'll transfer all of your USDT into UST. So then again, give it about 5 minutes or so. Kucoin's really nice because they text you and stuff when your assets have actually reached your wallet. Then you're going to withdraw your UST, which is the Terra Nova, the TerraUSD, and you're going to actually need to set up a Terra wallet for this. Terra Station is the name of the wallet. And I was going to walk you through how to set up a Terra Station wallet, but I think if you watch my video on how to set up a MetaMask wallet, it's pretty much the same for a Terra wallet. So it's just another wallet that sits in your browser, just like MetaMask, but it's specifically for Terra products, like TerraUSD, which is the TerraUSD, which is the stable coin that we're using. So you download the Terra Station wallet, you create a new wallet, you're going to get those 24 words, which remember you want to keep somewhere. And I'm going to actually do a video maybe later this week or next week about how to secure your MetaMask and Terra wallets with a hardware wallet, just to keep them a little bit safer. But basically, you set it up the same way as you did MetaMask. So if you have watched the video on MetaMask, I'll put this link here too to Terra's documentation for setting up your Terra wallet. But basically, when your Kucoin, once you have it transferred over to UST, then you're going to go to your Terra wallet here and copy that address, and it's going to start with Terra. So if you're pasting something in here that doesn't start with Terra, you made a mistake, okay? And it's on the Terra network. And it says, please make sure if memos required, you may lose your assets. It's not required, okay? I've done this a lot of times, and you don't need that. Then put how much you want to send over to your Terra wallet and confirm it. It costs $4 for Terra. So that's not bad for that processing fee there. So then you wait a few minutes, and then it'll show up in your Terra wallet. Your UST will show up in here. And once your Terra's in there, you go to this Anchor Protocol website, and you're going to connect your Terra wallet here. And once it's connected, you just go to My Page, and actually you go to Earn, and then you just deposit. And it'll go straight from your Terra wallet to... you want to, they recommend you leave a few dollars. I leave about $5 of Terra in my wallet, just because if you have, probably should have silenced my phone calls. I'm not going to edit it out though, because editing takes too long. But leave about $5 in your wallet, just so you can you pay for fees that show up. So like this is 0.26 to deposit into Terra, so it's 26 cents. So you want to make sure you leave a couple dollars in there for those types of fees when you're ready to withdraw. But basically you deposit it in there, and it'll show up here. It'll go in there, and you're set to go. So it's Terra does have a few other things that you can do. You can borrow against your deposited money at 24.25%. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can. They have some bonds you can do also that get decent returns. They have a ANC UST liquidity pool, which I've talked about in other videos, that gets you 40%. So you need to have half ANC, half UST. So I'll talk about that in another video if you want to get started with that. But for now, you just put this money into here, and it's a savings account. You can take it out, put it back in. It's about 25 cents each time you do. And again, what I'm kind of doing is taking these riskier projects, taking some of the profit out, and going to buy Bitcoin and just hold it in BlockFi, where I get the 5% on the Bitcoin at least. And then I'm also going to stick it in the Anchor savings account. And then hopefully that, if we do enter a bear market at some point, those are very less risky places. I rate them a 10 on the risk. And risk does not mean 10 is risky. Risk means 10, it's pretty safe. And you might think, well, no, it's safer to keep my money in a bank or something like that. But if inflation, most people that I read say that inflation's actually probably at about 14% right now. So if you have money just sitting around, or even in an investment that gets you less than 14%, then it's not risk-free. You're actually losing money each month while that money's sitting in there. So it's actually the riskiest thing you could do is just hold cash. And people don't think that way, but you really want to find something that's going to get you a return that is over inflation. That's what I love about this savings account is, it's not completely risk-free. The TerraUSD could fail for sure, but it's getting 20% return. So it's over inflation. I don't know if there's many people that say inflation's over 20%, but I think it's just a really safe place to put your money. And so I wanted to make a video about a safe place to put your money, just since I had a few bad experiences over the weekend. And just a good reminder, this is not financial advice, but do your own research. Never put money into something that you can't afford to lose. These super risky things, I only put in a few $100s, and the things I feel more comfortable in, I put, $75K into. So just reminder for all of you. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this if you have friends that you think would benefit from this, and I will talk to you later.